a psychology undergraduate at the University of St. John's. The first question is, what is the value of service learning? The biggest things for me were personal growth. I felt like I was challenged like never before, and all the experiences that I gained with that. The second part, I would say, is serving others. You have the ability to serve people and give yourself entirely to them, and that's pretty humbling and awesome. And the third thing I would say would be the new friends that you make. There's a lot of different people that you're going to meet and you're going to spend ridiculous amounts of time with, a small group of people over 4 months. So it's inevitable that you're going to make really good friends and they're going to open their world up to you. The second question is possible challenges that I had and solutions. It can be overwhelming at times with all the children. So a solution would be taking deep breaths, being patient, and maybe gaining experience before you come to the trip with children. Another challenge was the language barrier. And most of the younger children only speak Xhosa, and they do not speak a lot of English. So understand that nonverbal communication is definitely your friend, and try to learn a couple phrases on the internet before you come. Another challenge was New Brighton. The area in particular where we were at was intimidating at times. However, stay close to your trusted friends if you leave, and also relax, because most of the people in the township are really just average people trying to make a living. And the next thing was accepting a role. It can be challenging accepting your role. So be patient and lower your expectations, and understand that it's not always about you and what you want, and you're also going to have to struggle and sacrifice in order to personally grow. So be flexible. The third question, what are your greatest learnings? Children are amazing. They are so pure, and they are the heart of humanity. Next lesson, lowering your expectations is better. You'll have a great, more rewarding experience. And the final lesson is that kids know. Kids can tell when you are being fake. So always be yourself, and they can also tell when you're not working hard. So always give a good effort, because they're watching and they're smarter than you think. The fourth question, recommendations for future kids. My first recommendation. Come in ready to go anywhere. Be flexible and don't have your mindset on one service site. Remember, lower expectations. And my next recommendation would be bringing food to lunch for other people to share with. This will get you a lot of respect at your service site, and it's a great way to bond, and that's what everyone does here anyways. My next recommendation would be getting good sleep the night before, bringing a lunch. That way you're energized, you're refreshed, and you're on your A game, because the kids need you to be. It's easy to slack on that one too, and a lot of people do it. And then my final recommendation would be always work hard, and always remember what your why is and why you came on this trip in the first place.
This is Chris Malachy's portion of the Service Learning TED Talk. What is the value of service learning? Service learning provides you with a real-world experience to interact with other cultures that you've never interacted with before. It also establishes personal growth and development in areas that you have never realized previously. I've also found that I've made many connections with people that I wouldn't have ever made, and I'm able to take these lessons back home with me when I go back to the States. Possible challenges and solutions that I've faced in this experience. One of them is being able to cope with the chaotic system and not being able to implement my own solutions. Instead, just working with the current system and trying to break it down and learn how best to use my own attitude in that way. You'll see a lot of things wrong with the system, but you're really not here to change it. You're here to work with it and really just place yourself in areas that set yourself up for success, and the others that you interact with up for success as well. What are your greatest learnings? One of the best things one of the greatest tools that I have learned was at being able to communicate with people that don't share the same first language with you. There's a lot of children at Pendla University who aren't able to really grasp English as well as other languages, and I also struggle with the other languages as well, so we've been able to work in those facets in a beneficial way. Also, you get to work with a group of people that you may have never been able to work with before. There are many people at the Pendla, in the Pendla group that I would have never been in the same major with or in the same groups with, and now that we're able to work on finances and discuss real-world situations, it really has developed skills of communication and interactions with those groups. Recommendations for future students. Come in with no expectations. It's going to be crazy. You're going to think, wow, where the heck am I? But guess what? You're in a place that's way different from back home. So really, you can't really expect there to be any positive or any really things that are similar to back home. So go with the flow. Come to serve looking to help and not to change the structure. As I said before, you're really here to help others and not learn from or not change the system, but learn from it and try to aid the other people that are inside the system to benefit from it. Talk with the people in your sites and ask questions. Don't just go in confused and stay confused. Go up to the teachers and different administrative in those positions and really break down the system and understand why it is the way it is and work with it. Lastly, bring as much love and compassion as you can, because likely the people and the kids there really just need that support. And the environment around here has been a lot more degraded than what we have been experienced back at home, and you need to just bring a positive support that will really enhance your ability there. Thanks. That's all I can say. Back to you.